Hello friends, welcome to the old abandoned bank. Glad you're here. Today's gonna be a good one. We're gonna build a shower. Up till now, we've been using an outdoor shower and it's pretty cold. I get the shivers all the time, it seems like. So it's time to move it indoors. We've been talking about this for a while and throwing around ideas of a temporary shower indoors. And we're gonna use these 70-gallon IBC totes. They previously held a substance, a defoamer, used in the chicken industry. They put it in their water trough so it didn't foam up. I'm not sure exactly how this is all going to go together. It seems pretty simple. Maybe it's not, it probably is. But we're going to go through it and make it, see how it goes. I'm going to make this a nice one. Let's get started. I've collected everything that I need for the job, I think, minus a couple of plumbing parts. I got my hinges for a door we're going to make. And I'm going to use some reclaimed material from the building as well. Using some of this wood that Sarah talked me into keeping from the cleaning up the ceiling project. And that's going to turn into our door. The totes are pretty big. That's going to be a nice size shower. Also getting the gas meter hooked up today. That's awesome.
This is a new little ultrasonic meter.
I've never seen one like it at all.
They used to have the old diaphragms in the older meters.
How's this work?
The flow of gas triggers some kind of I don't know if there's impellers in there or just, I don't think there's really any moving parts.
And there it is, totally complete. Looks really good. Can't even believe it's in there. Awesome. The people from the utilities around here are so cool. He came in here with his tester and double checked all my connections and made sure that there was no leaks with the electronic device. And we turned everything on except for the heater because I don't have the exhaust on yet for that, but we're good to go. The gas is on. Now let's get back to making the shower. Well, the first thing I got to do is take these tanks out. I'm going to have to cut the tops of them off. It's going to be nice. I'm excited about this project. Okay. So long, lid. These things are put together pretty simply with these hex head bolts, and that's it. There's only about probably 20 screws in this whole thing that keep it together. I'm going to be using these 1-inch self-tapping screws with a little washer on it. They're going to go right into these little holes. Should fit just right. It is a chilly morning here in the Peach Capital. Got pretty pretty far on this shower, and I'll show you what I did. Got this surround installed. I haven't attached the shelves yet. I'm gonna install one over here as well. I'm gonna do a little bit of custom cutting back here just to round off the edges. I'm probably gonna put a strip of something here too, and then when that's all finished, I'm gonna continue working on the floor. I made this base very sturdy. It's just going to, I'm not going to attach it in any way. It's just going to float there. I'm going to put this same wood down here on the floor. Once it's sanded and prepared, I'm going to route the edges of those boards for the floor so there's very minimal or zero chance of getting any splinters in your feet. We don't want that. I'm going to be sealing all of the wood with an oil-based polyurethane. And it's just a clear or semi-gloss clear polyurethane coating. I'm going to put a couple coats of that on. So that should seal everything in and it'll be safe to walk on. And there's, of course, like shower mats and things you can put down. So we might do something like that too. I thought maybe some AstroTurf or something really porous would be kind of cool in there. Make it look like grass. But I'm just being creative, taking my time in between other projects to complete this. But taking cold showers at this time of year is not really working out for us. So we're gonna put the speed on to this warm shower. By the time the floor's done here in a couple hours and the walls, I'm gonna power wash it all out and then install the plumbing. So it's not gonna take too much longer. I got this on Temu. It was $11, maybe $7, somewhere in there. It's come in handy many times. Although there's alternate ways to make a shape, this is a really easy way to go. The whole floor is pre-fit. Now it's time to route the edge, smooth them down. I've got quite a lot done today. I've made some steps, which you're sitting on right now. I've sanded everything down, made a couple other adjustments to everything. I made a door frame. I've got just about everything done for the day. I made a huge mess of sawdust, and that's all cleaned up now. So now that the dust is settled, it's time to put some of this oil-based polyurethane on. I'm going to start with this collar here. I'm going to do the back sides of the floorboards and then do the rest of it tomorrow. I just want to get one coat onto this and then call it a day. This is going to take about 2 or 3 coats to totally waterproof this wood. Now it's time to build the door. This is the hinge I'm going to be using. I found this at the Habitat for Humanity Restore. I just thought it was cool. And I knew that one day I'd find a purpose for it. And today is the day. went ahead and added this handle also, something I found at the Habitat for Humanity Restore. And the door is complete. We're almost done with all the woodwork. I've got some shelves here that I decided to glue together. The reason I decided to glue the shelves is because I got this angle cut and I already put it on the shaper. So I got this nice rounded edge. You can't even hardly see where the two pieces come together. But I'm gonna stain that and let it live in its new home. Its forever home. Well, it's been a couple days. I've been pulled off duty, the shower duty, to work on some framing upstairs, so we're back at it today. I started the plumbing this morning. It was really cold, it was dark, I didn't want to record anything, but I'll show you what I did. Aside from the plumbing, I installed the shelves. I still have to put 2 coats of the polyurethane on the top part of the shelves, but it's already got 1 coat, so we're probably going to use it today to take a shower in because it's freezing outside. But here's what I've done. I have installed the floor drain, and I put some heavy-duty goo on here. It's very flexible and waterproof, and it's not going to leak. The heavy-duty goo is this stuff. It's from DAP. It's flexible, all-purpose, waterproof, sealant, better than silicone. It says clearer than silicone, non-yellowing, paintable, good stuff. I had to cut a trench, bend the whole thing over, and cut a trench that went to the middle of the container all the way out so the pipe would fit, because this isn't, well, one layer of this isn't high enough to accept a downward drain. That's why I put both of the bottom plates together on this so we'd have enough height. So here it is. I made this bracket out of some stuff that I cut off the bottom, just extra left over. So this has got some support there, not going to go anywhere, and we're going to just come out of here and go into our floor drain. It's about time to start assembling the rest of the plumbing, and I'm very excited about that. You're going to hear some hammering and stuff in the background. That is my friend Paul here, who's come graciously to help for a couple of weeks. So that's the noise in the background. So we're removing nails from all the stuff that we've disassembled from upstairs. It's looking really good up there. That's for another video. I can't wait for you to see that. And, let's get to it. It's time for hot showers real soon. And this is where the shower shall sit. It's a good spot for it. We got our toilet back there and our sink, and once it's all cleaned up and I'm done with this, I'll show you the whole area. Here is all of my tools laid out that I'm going to be using, and parts and pieces over here. Sarah's on her way to the store to pick up a couple extra things that I need to complete this, and I'm assuming that from here on out it's going to take about an hour. There's not much to it, but I am going to say an hour because I have to cut into this copper pipe to put a shut off. I'm going to use this water heater, this gas propane powered water heater, instead of buying an electric water heater. After looking at the cost of running the wire, even an SO cord, an extension cord, to the water heater, which would take a pretty heavy duty couple of extension cords, I didn't want to go through all that trouble. It's going to cost about $300 just to wire it up, and then another $250 to $300 for the unit itself, just to have hot water inside. So we decided to position the shower just on the other side of this wall so we can use the hot water from this anytime we want. So it not only can isolate just to this shower head and to the lower shower head here, it will also isolate to the 2 shower heads in there. We can turn any one of these on at any time, and it will provide hot water to any of those and not to the others if we don't want. Speaking of shower heads, these are the 2 that we purchased. I got this shiny one from Amazon. It was $27. I splurged on this. I love these type of shower heads. And Sarah wanted this style, and we got a really good deal on it. You can see here is $2 from the Habitat for Humanity Restore. As for the drainage, it's pretty simple. The drain pipe comes out the back there. I gave it plenty of room because I knew we were going to have a little bit of space back here anyway. So I've configured a couple fittings also that I got from the Habitat for Humanity Restore for 25 cents a piece. We're going to fit just right there, and then it's going to shoot down here to our other drain that we have temporarily in the floor. It's It's all temporary. Right here where I'm standing will be a permanent bathroom, and this little closet area will be another toilet room for the outdoor shower eventually. But while we're working on the apartment up above, this is going to be our main place. It's been our main bathroom, our only bathroom, so as we moved in here. So this temporary setup has been really nice. The only plumbing that we had in the building when we first came in here was this old pipe sticking up out of the ground. I had to reconfigure this whole thing, which took me a couple of days to sort through it and figure out what the heck am I going to do here. But it all worked out. Now here's your normal ball valve. That's what we're going to use for on and offs for the hot water. There's no hot and cold. It's just hot water that comes in, and you can adjust that from the hot water heater itself. But here, what I wanted to do was not have the piping inside the shower, so I put these extensions on. I had to order these on Amazon. Pretty easy. They were $8 a piece. Finally time to put on the shower heads. The shower is complete. In fact, we've been using it for the last couple of weeks, which gave me an opportunity to make a few adjustments to make it most convenient for us. I added some towel hooks and clothes hooks. Let me show you how it turned out. I also said I would show you our kitchen and bathroom area. So here it is. This is our kitchen. This is a kegerator I made a couple of years back, which is our refrigerator now, with the last couple of license plates that I've had on the Vanity, and a cool magnet that my friend Brian made for me. I love it. This is our kitchen table. I buy water for drinking and cooking, so I keep it in there. I do use the popcorn machine quite often, and our air fryer always sits here. And right past this very cool partition that my friends Paul and Kim made for a blockade is the shower. This is our bathroom area here. The sink doubles as a kitchen sink and bathroom sink. And all of our bathroom supplies are behind this covered shelf just to keep it protected from dust. Now here's the shower. It is awesome. Added these couple of hooks here to hang clothes on or towels on, so when you get out of the shower you don't have to go too far to fetch those things. I also added this hook up here at the top of the door so I could hang a towel on it while I was taking a shower. Turns out I keep all of my clothes on that covered in the towel while I'm in the shower, and it never gets wet because the angle of the shower head avoids getting any of that stuff wet. So the clothes are nice and warm when you're ready to put them on. The shower heads are awesome. I really like the rainfall style shower head. I also like the regular style shower head. It's got great pressure. It really is comfortable in here. And when you're taking a hot shower, this thing keeps all the heat. So it's basically like a steam shower. Sometimes it gets so steamy in here that when you take a deep breath, it's difficult. You almost cough a little bit. It's like being in a sauna because it keeps all the heat in here. There's really not a lot of space for any of the steam to escape, except for at the top of the door. There is a hole at the top of the shower here that I will just plug with a washcloth, and it works great. On those cold days, the steam is awesome. The floor turned out great. It's not slippery when it's wet, so you don't feel like you're gonna fall when you're walking on it. I did have to make one adjustment, which was to detach one of these planks so I had access to the drain to clean the drain off from time to time. But the boards fit so tight in there together that I can't even tell which one of the boards is loose, but there is a loose board there. When you walk on it, it feels very solid. It's a comfortable floor to walk on. I got this little hook at the Habitat store. Put it there on the inside so you can make sure the door's shut and you had some privacy in here. Our door hook there and a hook down here for a washcloth. Our shelves look really, really cool there. I like that angle. I love this shower. I also really like that most of the materials that were used in this build are from stuff that we had laying around the building. In total, I spent $140 on parts and pieces for this shower. And that includes the 2 containers, the hinges from the Habitat for Humanity Restore, some decking screws, and all of the plumbing parts. Right behind the container shower is the main shutoff for all the outdoor water. That way when it gets too cold outside, I can just shut it off from here and it shuts down everything outside. This also controls this shower. Right on the other side of this wall is our outdoor shower. I tied into the outgoing hot water that just feeds directly into the back of this shower and then goes to both of the valves that control either one of the shower heads. The drain is securely in place and leads down here to the temporary hole in the ground. This is all, as I said, just temporary. Our permanent bathroom will include a shower in this space. We're just not quite sure where those things are going to land. So until we get to that point, we're going to use this temporary setup, which we're okay with. We know this is only temporary, and when we do come up with a plan, it won't take that long to cut into the concrete, lay the new lines, and then create the bathroom space that we really want, or what's going to be most convenient for what we do here in the bottom portion of the building. Speaking of drainage, a lot of you wanted to know where the water drains in the outdoor shower. I dug a leach bed right below where I stand and 4 feet over. The leach bed is just a hole in the ground. It goes 4 feet deep. I filled that with a bunch of the debris, the rocks and bricks that were broken up and so on. I filled that hole with all that stuff, then put a layer of landscape fabric on top, and then I put this pea gravel down. A subscriber also informed me, thankfully, that these were put in upside down, and they were right. If something falls on the handle, you don't want the water to turn on in an accident. You want this to be flipped the other way, so if something fell on it, it wouldn't turn on. It was also brought to my attention that the shower curtain didn't hide enough, but I think it hides enough. Eventually, I would like to put up some bamboo screening right there, something like that, but not right now. The shower curtain's okay. Especially with all the plants around it, when they get more mature, you probably won't be able to see out or in. I do appreciate the suggestion in all of the comments. I love what you guys have to input on all these projects. If you have any ideas about how you would do this differently, please let me know. I would really like to know what your thoughts are on this. These showers are great and all, but sometimes we also miss having a bath. I like sitting in the bathtub sometimes. So we solved that problem as well. Sarah said she missed having a bath. I did too. So we went on Amazon and found this collapsible bathtub. That's really what it is. And it fits in here perfectly. And you could shut the door, have your privacy, and have a mini bath. And it is actually pretty comfortable. You just fill it up with the small shower head. You just let it dangle in there. Or I guess you could fill it up with the rainfall shower head, but it's very convenient. One thing I look forward to every day now is taking a shower. Believe it or not, it is one of our favorite things about the whole building so far. Thanks for joining me on this build of a container shower. This has been a really fun project. I appreciate your company. I'll see you in the next video.